Hi guys, I'm Patrick Hanley with Sig Sauer, and I'm here today to talk to you about the new Sig Sauer Cross Bolt Action Rifle. This rifle's name, the Cross, is based around what the rifle is by nature. It is a hybrid crossover rifle. So in appearance, it looks very much like a precision style rifle, but we've designed this gun from the front to back to have that precision look and feel, but be light enough to be used in the field as a hunting rifle. So what you're looking at here, starting from the back, is the gun comes with an ultra lightweight aluminum folding stock that has multiple adjustment points for many different user settings. So your butt pad in the back here adjusts up and down. You have a length of pull adjustment here that lets you get the length of pull significantly longer or significantly shorter simply by turning the knob and locking it. And then this is a really cool feature right here. We have this locking lever that goes on our cheek piece. Now, for those of you that have adjusted your cheek comb before, you usually have to try to dial it in, take your head up and off the scope. The way this is designed is so that you can put your head down, find your spot on your scope, and then just simply pull back and lock it into place. Much, much easier than trying to dial it in. You get yourself set to where you want to be, and you lock it. So then on top of that, we also have a folding stock that gets the gun to a more compact configuration. Now, something that's very cool about this, you see when I close this, you're gonna lock it in place. Now, for those of you that have ever used a gun in the field where you put it in a backpack, you strap it to the outside of your pack, that can be inconvenient having that fall open. The other thing that becomes incredibly inconvenient is your bolt being able to open up and allow a round to eject. So we lock both of these in place. So this is really designed to be a very compact backpack style gun to take up into the backcountry or up into the woods. It gives you a really small platform of about 25 inches in a 16-inch configuration. So it is, the stock is based around exactly how we want to have this rifle designed, which is to make it as low profile and as small as possible. As we move up here, this is the foundation of the Cross. You're looking at a one-piece receiver right here. So we hear the term used a lot, chassis. This rifle is not a chassis rifle. Chassis rifle will utilize a receiver that drops into a chassis or modular style action. This is literally machined out of one piece 7075 aluminum. So what does that do? Well, for one, it does not limit us as far as how light we can make the gun, how thin we can make the gun. We designed this gun to work around what we were looking to have for fit and feature. The other thing that it does is it allows you to have the ultimate accuracy. There is no receiver screws to come loose. There's no bedding system. Essentially, this is one huge bedding block. And up here in the front, you have a barrel extension where all your pressure is contained. And you have all of your accuracy held inside of your barrel. So very, very important, because when you're looking at accuracy, you want the barrel to be the source of your accuracy. You don't want to have other components that can cause the gun to not be accurate. This rifle was designed to be as accurate as possible with this one-piece receiver. For trigger, we designed a cassette style trigger that goes up inside of this rifle. It is 100% designed by Sig. It's a two-stage match trigger that pulls to 2.5 to 4.5 pounds adjustable. It has zero creep, very, very good wall on it. For those of you guys that have shot two-stage triggers, you'll really appreciate how crisp this trigger really is. We use a 60-degree 3-locking lug bolt that is designed to work with our new Fury technology. Fury technology essentially is we're doing a 3-piece case that is a much higher pressure than standard cartridges. The 277 Sig Fury, which you can find out more about on Sig Sauer, offers you a round that gets you from around a 55,000 average brass cartridge up to an 80,000 PSI cartridge. That means out of a 16-inch gun that you're seeing right here, you're getting a 140 grain bullet to shoot 3,000 feet per second. It's a significant gain from standard cartridge development. Now, the other thing that we have in this, for those of you guys that want a more standard configuration, and keep in mind you can change barrels if you decide you want a Sig Fury, but you do have 6.5 Creedmoor and 308 in these same variations as well. The 308 is also a 16-inch barrel, and the 6.5 Creedmoor is a 18-inch barrel. And all of those come with our Sig taper lock technology, which allows you to be able to take this off and have an automatic centering rifle suppressor rifle mounting. That basically takes it so that you're going to have minimal chance of a baffle strike, and it makes it so that your suppressor with the overall length of this gun is not going to exceed a significant length. Very important for you guys that are hunters that have looked at suppressors in the past and you say, you know what, it's a really cool idea, I like the advantages of it, but it makes the gun way too long. By having this shorter barrel configuration, it allows you to have a significantly shorter platform and still be able to hunt suppressed. This uses standard AI mags, so AICS mags from Magpul, And one more very cool feature. You can't have an accurate gun, you can't have a precision gun without talking about what you're doing for an optic setup. We have multiple different optic designs here that allow us to give people the flexibility to do what they want. So this ships with a 0 MOA Picatinny rail that you see right here. We offer, by taking the 4 screws out of here, a full-length 0 MOA rail, a full-length 20 MOA rail, and then also for you guys who want to get ultra minimalist, we offer a one-piece base with the scopes that directly attach to the receiver to minimize connection points as well. So you're really taking all your variables out when you're using that. We have our BDX mounted on this. Another thing you have to go to sigsauer.com to find more about so that you can learn how that system works in cooperation with the cross rifle. You'll see this cross rifle shipping later in this year in a system called the sync system. That means the BDX will be pre-synced by caliber to the caliber of the rifle that you're buying. That means if you sight it in at 100 yards, you're sighted in out to distance. This gun, if you have a chance, you need to get to your dealers and see it and feel it and touch it. It is an incredibly light 6.5 pound rifle with an incredible feature set, and it will be your new favorite hunting rifle by the end of the season. So to learn more about the Sig Sauer Cross Rifle, make sure you go to sigsauer.com to learn more, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.